Alright, welcome back everyone to Final Fantasy 3. On the last episode we went to the land of Eureka and we got ourselves the legendary weapons, Excalibur, Ragnarok, Elder Staff, the Masamune, and the Moonring Blade for your ninja. And we gained quite a few levels. In fact, I leveled up once in between battles because I had to backtrack and make my way through the Ancient Maze. Which the Ancient Maze is starting to get just a tad bit tedious. In fact, I'm going to have to go through it at least twice, maybe 3 more times. But since I already showed it, I won't be showing it anymore. I'm gonna just be editing it out. So yeah, just remember, anytime you want to go to the Crystal Palace or leave the Crystal Palace, Ancient Maze is something you have to go through. Yeah, I slept like a log, so let's go ahead and fully heal ourselves so we're ready for Leviathan's Cave, but I do want to check my progress with these letters. And unfortunately I haven't gotten any new letters. I'm really just waiting on that 4th letter from Sid, because that's when you know the side quest is ready to start. Well, we're technically already in the side quest, but because I believe you need to do the Sarah and Taka stuff with the pendant. Because the legendary smith is the person who fixes that pendant. And we need this 4th letter from Sid, because that's going to get us the Orichalcum. But we haven't unlocked it yet, that sucks. Now, I'm hoping it's not true that you have to, or at least the best here is getting kind of higher. I'm hoping it's not true that you have to do like 1,000 enemies defeated or something like that, because that will drag on this Let's Play. But let me make sure, check the mail with everybody. Hopefully doing this Leviathan and Bahamut summon will get us some new letters. If not, I mean, I don't need it. I definitely don't need it to beat the game, so... But the only thing is I want to use it to beat the game, because that's the only time I'll really get a use out of it. Once I beat the game, only thing really left to do is fight Iron Giant. And I'm not going to use the ultimate weapon on Iron Giant, because you're much better off equipping shields and attacking him with ninjas and bards. Alright, let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, didn't get new letters, but oh well. Right, put you there, put you here. Lunif, Arc, Graphia, Ingus. And yeah, now we're good to go. Let me stock up on high potions, because that final dungeon is very long, and there we go. Stock up on these as well. Alright, this is where you summon a Fat Chocobo, so you can start storing items. But yeah, this episode we're gonna take on Leviathan, and on the next episode we're gonna take on Bahamut. These are completely optional, but I'd recommend doing them. You get a really good experience, and in fact the best experience, the best grinding spot is in these 2 dungeons. Although I prefer the Bahamut's dungeon. They give a few hundred more experience. And if you're using the Summoner class, then you're definitely going to want to do this. The Summoner is actually a really good job. Like, that's a job where you can consistently do quite a bit of damage. And they get a very good equipment, I think, when they level 99 jaw levels. They get like some gloves, I believe, that give their defense like 40, 47, something crazy, but they're really good for clearing out mob enemies, so... Alright. Now, you need the ship to, Well, it's been so long since I done that Leviathan cave, but for the Bahamut cave, I know for a fact you need this ship. I'm quite certain you need this ship to do both, so... The music is cool, but the ship is very slow. Even on this map, it feels like I'm just slowly trotting away. So yeah, once you make it here, this is like around Golden Gulch, on the what is it, western side of the continent. This you want to come here, and then park your ship And then we still have that canoe from the beginning of the game. You're gonna want to ride that to that serpent looking thing. And just like that, we got ourselves into a new dungeon. The enemies here give... Well, it's always the first room where you can fight 2 enemies, but I think once you get further on, you fight nothing but 3 enemies, which is good because quite a bit of experience. And here I don't... Trust me, I do not mind the encounter rate being high here because this is the best that you're gonna get in terms of experience. And at this point, I can pretty much just one-shot everything, unless it's like a pretty tough enemy. So what I'm gonna start doing is actually have one of them kill so I can get an extra job level. Let me heal up. Alright, so up here is a few chests. Let's see, high potion. Oh wow. And some of these are all high potions. Okay, 3 high potions and an elixir. So there's no point in buying those high potions. Actually, you do not want to go down here. There's some chests. This is further into the dungeon. Now I know, let me heal up with some high potions. And this is what I was referring to. So I'm gonna have you guard, since your guard animation is faster than Lunif's. And I'll just have Lunif finish things out. This way I'll finish fights in like 2 turns. And I get more job levels. Yeah, I'm too lazy to change that. And this way I can burn through my high potions. Alright, let's see. Heavenly Wrath. Phoenix Down. I need to organize this. Alright, so a lot of items you would throw, but at this point they kind of outlived their use. I think that causes confusion. No, I'm actually not really trying to stay long in this first room because I'm only fighting 2 enemies, so as you can see, 2 enemies here is the equivalent of fighting like 3 enemies in that sunken shrine. Alright, now I actually have space for high potions. I don't have space for the other 2. Oh, this is in the first room. I can always just come back for that if I really want it. Alright, so let's loop around here and go north. Aegis Shield, look at that. So I didn't, you don't have to buy it now, you can actually pick up 2 of them. Platinum Hammer for your Viking, Washu Cider, Turtle Shell. Now that is probably the best thing you'll pick up here. In fact, is that the very first one of them I picked up? Wow. Now, how do I get access to this? Because when I'm doing a low level run, I'm going to want to do it as low as possible. This item is absolutely amazing. In fact, you get this to your Viking with shields, and bosses can't hurt this guy, honestly. But I'm glad I got one. In fact, I hope I get another one. In fact, I'm gonna find out if I can steal them. If I can steal them, since my thief basically has a job level of 99, or it's 95 now, but close enough, I will try to steal those. Because the 2 fights I want to use those on are, what's it called? Iron Giant and the final boss. In fact, if I can get more than those, that'll be even better, because I'll just toss one of those to Lunif and he'd be invincible. Well, in terms of defense, like physical hits, not magical hits. And I do remember why I like grinding in 3800 even more, but the Bahamut Cave is better for grinding because even later on you can still fight 2 enemies, which I want to fight 3 enemies. White Musk. And look at that, 2 enemies again. So yeah, I don't know where the encounters are with 3 enemies. This is gonna be a short episode though. This is not a long dungeon. In fact, we only have 2 more rooms, so. Start burning my high potions since I know I have access to some more. Alright, now in the next room. Let me see. Let's see, I think. Okay, as long as I don't go west. I think I gotta go up here and southeast. I think these are monster in the traps. Oh no, not yet. Black hole. Another platinum hammer. Now, how good is that? Because I do gotta get my Viking up to 99. For Iron Giant. Where are the hammers at? $115. Okay, so if you find something that's weak to lightning, otherwise I'll just use these 2. Oh, I'm gonna spend so much time in the Bahamas cave. Fighting them, getting ready to fight Iron Giant. But fortunately for me, I can speed this up so it won't be as tedious as how I used to play this back in the day. Well, I'm not... Yeah, I'm just start ending these fights even faster because this isn't Bahamut's Cave, so it's not... Your time is better well spent in Bahamut's Cave than here. Look at that. Is that the first time I got Luna hitting that much? Assuming that was a critical, I'm pretty sure that went over 9,000. In fact, anytime it hits that, I just assume it does more because it doesn't actually show. Alright, Lilith's Kiss. And Raven's Yawn. I'm really just doing this for the chest completion, in case the mail is tied to this, but these items are... They would have been useful if... Before, like... I don't know, the water crystal. Well, even the earth crystal too, I guess, but... Now I feel like they're just rendered obsolete, so... Gained a level. We're still leveling up pretty fast, but... It's once you get to like the 50s and 60s where... It's insane. You need like 100,000. When you get to like the 90s, it's like 300,000 experience, which that I had a lot of patience as a kid, but not so much as an adult. We got full-time jobs and bills to pay. Stuff like that just starts to get pretty annoying. And we made it to the final room, so there's nothing to pick up here, I believe. It's just a very long path. Alright, so make sure you're ready. Now, Tidal Wave is pretty troublesome, but other than that, yeah, of course. Okay, finally got 3 enemies. And these look like the type of enemies you find when you're on the boat. Actually, when you're in the submarine, underwater. Look at that. 0 damage. See, 5,700 experience. Actually, those guys give the same amount that you're getting Bahamut, so perhaps this is the room that you want to do your grinding. I didn't take any damage. Yeah, that spell is 0. Oh, funny enough, Ingus has exactly 2,000 HP. And you can start to see the difference. So look at Lunif and look at Rafia. Both the same level, but Lunif has 140, 150 more HP. That gap is only get larger and larger. But when I fight Iron Giant, their HP should be somewhat similar. Because I'm gonna increase everybody's vitality. Leviathan attacks you. In fact, I'm gonna be using nothing but just knights and black belts to do my grinding. Now this guy, yeah, at this point, I should have done this probably a little earlier because this guy is not gonna be a problem. Haste on arc. Actually, I just always do haste on Lunif first, because Lunif is slower, so... Guess I should be doing defense, but... Look at that. A critical only did 1 damage on Arc. Arc's defense is... It's good, but it's not even in the 100, so... Yeah, this fight... Should've done these earlier when I had like 1500 HP, but... Oh well. Haste on you. Loki Harp. I wasn't even paying attention to how much damage they did, but... See, 5,000, critical, oh wow. Yeah, he is not surviving this next turn. That I am certain of. Oh, I think he has 30, how much HP? 32,000? Yeah, I don't see him surviving this. In fact, I'm gonna ensure that he doesn't survive this. He's already did like half his health. There's no way he's surviving this. And it's a good thing he goes first, because that's percentage. Yeah, he's look at that. The fact that I did 350 HP tells me that he only had probably like a few thousand HP left. Damn, we didn't even get to see Holy. When his Jala was increased. Just like that, you got Leviathan. Yeah, the sooner you get this, the better. In fact, it's better to do this. Your Lays indeed strong. I'm at your service. It's better to do this before you go to Eureka, because then you have these awesome summon spells for your summoner, and encounters are going to be less annoying. But yeah, now we got... Where is it? Leviathan... Where are the items at? Odin and Leviathan. And on the next episode, we're going to get Bahamut. Let's see, teleport out of here. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get the Save the Queen, which is Vitality plus 10 for quite some time, because that requires a level 99 job level of a knight, so... Well, the ultimate weapon is fine, because that's plus 15. And then with the Excalibur plus 5, that's plus 20. That's more than enough until I get to Save the Queen. After that Bahamut episode, I might grind some job levels, because... To be honest, if I can get like 2500 HP, I'm more than capable enough of just being everything in the game, except for Iron Giant. And that includes the final boss, so... Grinding, I don't really care too much about, it's more like job levels, so... After I take down Bahamut, I might grind like 5-10 job levels, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. The next episode, we're gonna go ahead and take Bahamut, so... Yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.